If you want to be thought of as knowledgeable rather than gullible, educated rather than oblivious, insightful rather than obtuse, please know that self-aware robots, machines that take over the world, and systems that decide humans are the scourge of the earth is a lot of hogwash. Great science fiction, but has nothing to do with the world as it is. Skynet from Terminator, Blade Runner, iRobot, Ultron, Dolores in Westworld, Cortana in Halo, Agent Smith in The Matrix, even Hal in 2001: A Space Odyssey. The list of cyborg villains is long, and it confuses the conversation about what artificial intelligence is and what it can do. The most important thing to know about AI is this. There is general AI, which is the stuff of science fiction, and there is narrow or functional AI, which is the stuff of science fact, the stuff we are actually building and putting to use. I want you to fully understand this difference so you'll be confident in conversations, discerning while scrolling through your feeds, and creative in your problem solving. The theory of general artificial intelligence, that machines will eventually learn enough that one day they'll wake up and become conscious, it gets a lot of attention because it's sensational. The theory seems logical. We can write code and build systems that can see and hear and talk, systems that can make lightning-fast decisions, systems that can drive cars and win video games and fold proteins. These things are amazing. So doesn't it seem likely that when they can do all these things, eventually they will put two and two together and start thinking for themselves? It may seem so, but no. Doesn't it seem likely that we can build machines that can imitate people so well that they will be indistinguishable from autonomous sentient creatures who, by the way, are far smarter than we are? It may seem so, but no. Haven't we created enough compute power that eventually all of these amazing systems will reach out and connect together across the internet and gain consciousness? Again, no. Humans are so much more complex than that. The human brain is the most complex thing in the universe. More than 100 billion neurons and 1,000 trillion synapses. And we still have trouble figuring out how it works, much less figuring out what the mind is. Okay, but what about neural networks? Aren't they built like the human brain, yet are much more powerful? No, they're not. Neural networks were designed after a concept of how we think the brain might work. The same way you might try to build an airplane based on a bird flapping its wings. It seems like that's how flight works, but it isn't. It wasn't until we figured out aerodynamics that we understood how the shape of the wing is what makes flight possible. Today, we don't really know how the mind works, so we can't actually recreate it as it is. Scientists came up with a theory of neurons and synapses, and we built simple, clumsy, artificial neural networks based on that theory. And you know what happened? We ended up with creating a new kind of software, a much more powerful kind of software than we've ever had before for solving certain types of problems. But it doesn't work anywhere near as well as the human mind. We simply don't have the technology we might need to make a self-aware sentient machine. And today, data scientists know enough to keep that from happening. We do have a new tool that is capable in ways that we're only just beginning to harness. And that is what we refer to when we talk about specialized tasks or functional AI. And now you can have a rational conversation about AI without getting sidetracked into science fiction. Be one of the people that embrace these new tools. It will help your career and might even help you make the world a better place.